Hello ladies and gentlemen, hope you're having a good day. Welcome to Tundra Dude 34 YouTube channel, my brother-in-law's 2025 limited nightshade in the beautiful Lunar Rock. We're hooking them up today again. We already put some last fit liners in here for him, but today folks, we are going to be putting on the most popular tonneau cover on the planet. This is the Bakflip MX4, and it's the new generation one that just came out a couple of weeks ago. Now this one, it's a little bit stronger. It's easier to install than the prior generations as per their website. We're gonna do a little install with this, and then we are going to go to their website at the end of this video, and we're gonna talk about price. We're gonna talk about some of the details of this one. Now, one thing you guys always ask about when it comes to tonneau covers, I get these messages all the time. Before you purchase, you wanna know what you have to do with the deck rail system. Some covers require you to drop them down a little bit. Some covers won't work with the deck rail system. Good news, the Bakflip MX4 works with the deck rail system in the spot that it is in. You don't have to do any moving with that. So this should be a quick and easy install. I'm gonna show you some of the main points of the install. And of course, on the website, there's detailed instructions step by step. But again, there's not a lot of things you have to do here. We're putting some rails on. We're laying the cover down. There's really not much, but this should be a nice, easy one. Very excited. Bakflip MX4, the most popular tonneau cover in the world from Real Truck. And this is the new generation. Let's check it out. All right, so a quick what's in the box here. There's the main box. All that comes in it are the two rails. This is your hardware, okay? Nothing too crazy in here. And this is the actual tonneau cover itself. First things first, we're gonna install over here in each corner. One goes up under here, and one goes right in this slot here. Same on both sides. Okay, both sides are in. To make it easier on yourself, you might have to pop this up a little bit to get the top one in, but it's really no big deal. This is how the clamps come that secure the Bakflip rails to the actual bed of the truck. But because we have the deck rail system, we're only going to use this front piece right here, as you can see here. Then they also supply this piece that goes into the deck rail system and a shorter screw and a washer. So this is the setup you're going to use if you have a deck rail system. And most Tundras today in the new generation come standard with the deck rail. So this is where you will be. But they do come with the setup in case you don't have one for some reason. All right, as you can see, we put the brackets in. It's obviously facing up and it will fold down momentarily. And we also have the brackets in the deck rail system. Now the next step on this would be for drainage. It comes with these two hoses here, and there is an area up here where they connect if you want it to connect. Now what it says in the instructions for the 22 and up Tundra is they want you to drill so this will work. I'm not gonna do that. This is my brother-in-law's truck, so he can figure it out, but just so you know, there is a area for drainage. There is nothing in here as far as what's there from factory. In the, I believe it's the 07 to 21, there was an area where you can actually put a hose through in the right corner, but unfortunately in this 2025 there's not, so I'll leave that up to my brother-in-law. All right, the rail is now connected hand tight. We're not fully tightened, but just wanted to show you 3 points. These slide once you get it into the channel, so you can adjust it any way you like. It's pushed all the way up against the front of the bed there. So now we will put on the other side and then start working on the actual cover. So far, installation, very quick, very easy. Now we're on to the actual cover. We're gonna pull this tape up. There's already holes in the actual cover, and now we have to install the buckle ends for the buckles with a little adhesive on the bottom we have to use, and then the provided screws. You're gonna have some anchors that go in through the bottom, and then you bring this over, and there's a screw that goes in on top. And while we have our forward flap accessible before we put it on the truck, we're going to install our retainer clamp into this channel, which is right here. Finished product on each side. Of course, when we put the cover on, these will attach to the channel that is above the deck rail system to the truck. Simple stuff. There you go. Much easier to do this now before you put the cover on. I didn't shut the bed yet, but I think I nailed the alignment on the first try. You want this all the way forward, close to the bulkhead there. Everything is lined up even here, and everything is lined up the same exact way over here. Looks good, right? Flat. So now we're gonna close the tailgate. Let's use the automatic feature. And we're gonna see if it fits good as far as the tailgate. I like it. I like it. What do you think? Good seal? Not bad. All right, but we're not done yet. This was the alignment check. I got to fold it back up. We got to attach our anchors that we put on before we put the actual cover onto the truck. And then we have to put some protectors so you can fold this cover all the way up so you don't hurt the back of the truck or this big sliding rear window. Okay, I got the cover retainers installed, very simple, following the channel. There's a little tab back here. You wanna make sure that that is up in the channel as well. And then it hooks right there. Just a little extra protection to make sure the tonneau stays on the truck. And before we officially call this Bakflip MX4 fully installed, we gotta put these bumpers on. We're gonna fold this tonneau up and see where it makes contact on the back of the cab there. And then we're gonna put the bumpers on there so we don't ever break the window or dent anything on the rear of the truck around the window. Also, I should mention, you probably saw them a few times during the install. There are some prop rods, and this area moves to tighten it down if you want to hold the cover up like this if you're hauling something in the bed. So they thought of everything at Real Truck for this new Bakflip MX4. Okay, we are completely done. Look at how nice and flat that sits. We're about to go to the Real Truck website and go to the listing for this item. We'll talk about price and some of the details about the new generation Bakflip MX4. But before we do that, I wanted to compare a little something to you. On my truck, I have the Xtang ALX Solid Fold, and as you can see, it sits up. I love this cover, but there are a lot of people that don't like how you can see the cover stick up that far. Well, Bakflip MX4. That's why it's the most popular one in the world, ladies and gentlemen. Good seal along the edges, as you can see. Easy to line up. This is the easiest tonneau cover I ever installed. None of them are hard, but this had barely any instructions. It was pretty cut and dry, nice and easy. Seals up nice against the tailgate, like that. All right, let's check out the website and see some of the details about this Bakflip MX4 3rd generation. Now even more secure than Gen 2. The new Bakflip MX4 comes with an updated design tested to keep your gear on theft-resistant lockdown with a patented and upgraded auto latch locking system. Fits tighter to keep water out. Improved seals and all-new tight-fit clamps provide state-of-the-art weather protection. Proven for extremes from Alaska to Florida. Tested in the harshest conditions, from -40 to 180 degrees Fahrenheit and 0 to 95% humidity, and guaranteed by a 5-year warranty. Built 22% stronger than the original. Constructed for increased durability and heavy-duty use, with a sturdy premium-grade aluminum surface and high-density polymer core. No wasted bed space, parked or driving. 100% bed access all the time. Simply fold to the cab, easily secure, and safely drive with the cover fully open. Easier than ever, one-person install. Do-it-yourself install is now 12% faster than the original with all-new click-in design. No need for an extra hand to help, and no drilling for most makes and models. Install yourself in under 30 minutes. And as far as price goes, I put in the configuration that we put the cover on today, which is a 2025 Toyota Tundra with the 5.5-foot bed. And on the Real Truck website, that Bakflip MX4 for that truck, $1,199.99. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, TikTok at TundraDude34, TundraDude34@gmail.com. You guys have a great day. Be safe, be well, and let me know what you think of the new generation of Bakflip MX4 for the Toyota Tundra. Have a good day.